Does farm placement actually make a difference? Lately I've noticed something interesting in tournaments. Some pro players place all the farms around a single mill. I'm talking 20 farms on one mill. For example, in the recent EGC tournament during the upper bracket final between Marinelord and Lucifron, Marinelord stacked a huge number of farms around just one mill. That got me wondering, do the pros know something we don't? Was it simply a case of convenience? Maybe the berries or sheep or deer ran out mid-fight. They had a ton of wood in the bank, and instead of optimizing farm placement, they just dropped a bunch of farms as fast as possible so they could get back into the action? Let's find out. At first I thought farm placement really mattered. I mean, it makes sense, right? Villagers have to work farther when you pack more than 8 farms around a single mill. So naturally I assumed that would make a noticeable impact on food production. To test that theory, I compared food gathering rates in both the Feudal and Imperial Age, using a generic civ with no food bonuses. In this case, I'm using Delhi. In the Feudal Age, I ran 2 tests. In the test 1, or example 1, I have 16 farms split across 2 mills, and in example 2, I have 16 farms all around randomly scattered around one mill. Both setups had horticulture and wheelbarrow researched, and I let them gather for around 3 minutes each, and in the end I force dropped them off so that I could make an accurate measurement of how much food they actually gathered. Here's what I found. The 2 mills in this example gathered around 1,933 food total, which equates to about 644 food per minute. The 1 mill with 16 farms randomly scattered around it gathered 1,830 food total, or about 604 food per minute. That's a difference of just 120 food, basically the cost of 2 spearmen. Pretty insignificant. So are farms actually inefficient and feudal, completely useless? To check that out, I repeated the exact same setup in the Imperial Age, with all farming upgrades and wheelbarrow. With the 16 farms around 2 mills, I gathered around 2,179 food total, which equates to around 726 food per minute. With the 1 mill, I gathered around 2,045 food total, which means around 681 food per minute. Again, barely any difference, and I'll admit I was surprised. I expected a much bigger gap, but 16 farms aren't exactly a full eco. In late game you're running 40, 50, sometimes even 60 farms to sustain production. So I scaled it up. This time I tested 50 farms. 50 farms around 7 mills, villagers gathered around 6,667 food. Which means around 2,222 food per minute. And the 50 farms in this example, I'm exaggerated it a bit, just around 3 mills. And they gathered 6,239 food. Or 2,079 food per minute. Now we're talking about a 143 food per minute difference. Over 20 minutes of uninterrupted farming, that's about 2,860 total food. Roughly the cost of 20 nights, just the food cost. Not nothing, but still a lot less than I expected. So what's the takeaway? Perfect farm placement is actually a myth. It's mostly an aesthetic choice, unless you're playing stuff like China, Sushi or English, where farm placement actually ties into your eco bonuses. Otherwise, don't stress it. Place your farms, go win your fights, and let the food come in. Got any questions left that are still bugging you? Drop them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, remember to check out the rest of my stuff. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and until next time, cheers!